Hello, it is Friday, January 23rd, 2026. This is a do not poo poo this level security alert for my crowdsourcing rules peeps. I'm just going to read a comment that I left at my last short that I posted. It was for Breakaway. Kelly Clarkson played on Walmart Radio. It's a short that's posted a little bit earlier. 3 hours after I posted the video titled "Do Not Poo Poo This Crowdsourcing Rules," gay Nazi pedos might bomb Walmart Radio or KC concert, available at this link right here. I posted that at 4:45 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. The gay Nazi tobacco religion swamp buttfuckers controlling the playlist at Walmart Radio on behalf of the gay Nazi pedophile infantophile swamp buttfuckers that I have been monitoring and calling out since December 29th, 2025, seemed to get fired finally and ejected from the Walmart Radio studio, but not before they crapped out a plethora of tobacco religion swamp ads from their smelly buttholes on their way out the door, as follows. Please check the comments for the above video for a complete list of tobacco-related artists and songs playing at Walmart Radio since December 29th, 2025. This is where that is, and I'm really poking the bear here. This is the Do Not Poo Poo This one that I posted, and if you look at the comments, it's all the tobacco artists and tobacco songs that have played since December 29th at Walmart Radio. Very important. I'm going to delete that, get that out of the way, and then let's just finish reading this. So here they all are, just in a 24, 30, 32 hour period. A lot more than usual tobacco ads. Then the Kirby Gwen show, which was slated to start at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. The last tobacco ad was January 21st at 3:28 p.m. Hitch a Ride by Boston. But at 4 o'clock, Kirby show was canceled without warning. Walmart Radio went silent for about 10 minutes from 4:05 to 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time, after which the defense contractor, pedophile, infantophile swamp buttfuckers took over. Since then, the radio shows by Bo, Kirby Gwen, and Chris have been canceled, and the Behind the Wheel segments, which is the source of many obscure tobacco ads from non-hit songs, were also canceled. Everything canceled. All this was done to give an air of grave and imminent danger, as ominous reports have gone over the airwaves every 30 minutes, pushing a gay Nazi buttfucker created fake ice storm emergency narrative that has been planned for this weekend for months, ever since kids' bike helmet tariffs against China took effect at the end of last year, just to get parents of young kids to run to Walmart and other stores across the country, but mostly Walmart's, to buy cheap bike helmets made by slave labor in China. Walmart buttfuckers imported these helmets like mad ahead of the tariffs with the help of buttfuckers in Congress who have been fighting the Trump tariffs like mad. The helmets are marked up 5,000% as usual for illegally imported slave labor goods, and the illegal profits are to be split between slimy Walmart importers and slimy Congress people in a last-ditch effort to fill their ever-diminishing coffers before the effects of bike helmet tariffs drain that particular pedophile, infantophile, buttfucker swamp for good. I would not trust any bike helmets bought at anywhere, at Walmart or any bike helmets made in China in the last 6 months because of this. I think they've just made them very quickly and very cheaply, and I don't think they're going to be safe for kids because of this. The plan has the pedophile, infantophile swamp drawing support from four swamps: tobacco, pharmaceutical, defense contractor, and religion, to go around this weekend tossing targeted kids who are outside without helmets to the icy ground to try to cause minor head injuries that gay Nazi emergency personnel then make worse by injecting some kind of drug into the injured child to put them into a coma. And once they are in the coma and transported to a brain injury emergency center, they will be killed. This is how the gay Nazi tobacco swamp buttfuckers killed Natasha Richardson. And this is how the pedophile infantophile swamp buttfuckers plan to peddle their slave-made bike helmets from China. The most susceptible are the kids of celebrities, especially those in New York. For example, the kids of Kelly Clarkson. As the plan is to transport them to Lenox Hill Hospital, the same hospital that Natasha Richardson was transported to for the final stage of her murder. Only 4 tobacco religion swamp ads have played over the last 2.5 days. Compared to, the 20 so that played in 12 hours, as follows. And these were obscure. It would be like, we're going to do, what are we going to say? We're going to do something like Uncle Cracker's song called Smile, because the album for that, whenever that plays on a streaming service, you see a picture of him smoking a cigarette. It's like a subtle cigarette ad, but it's very effective. And then that's followed by Flashdance also played. It only played twice since December 29th, but it advertises the movie where she smokes Marlboros. And Grease played a bunch. Or You're the One That I Want from Grease, where Olivia Newton-John famously smokes a cigarette. And then Don't Stop Believing, which talks about smoky rooms. Now these might have played because I originally had my list up, didn't have these on it. I just overlooked it. So so maybe it's because they weren't on my list. So if Target is looking at my list, include these now. I'm going to say goodbye to these. I'm going to say goodbye to that one. And now I'm going to play what came up on the radio. Here it comes. Natasha Richardson. When I was doing searches, this guy, Rare TV and Films post, has this weird post about Natasha Richardson, and it was just 4 days ago. So it looks like it's a part of the plan. My crowdsourcing rules piece could look into that. There's all sorts of posts and comments after this by like the same buttfuckers. They're like, oh, if you get a slight head injury, you really have to check it out right away. So they're planning for this. They're planning for a lot of kids being knocked down to the ground on purpose to get head injuries this week, especially in Hispanic New Mexico where the ice storm is hitting. And I'll show you why. They did a lot of these commercials in Hispanic as well. So let me play this. This is the emergency.
From AccuWeather on Walmart and Sam's Club Radio. A massive winter storm will impact more than 24 states with snow, ice, and bitter cold through Monday. It's going to lead to widespread nationwide travel impacts that could last for several days. We've already had thousands of canceled flights across the country. Now, the bitter cold has been plunging southward and will set the stage for the widespread wintry precipitation. We're expecting dangerous ice buildups from northern and central Texas into the interior southeast and parts of the mid-Atlantic. And a corridor from northern Texas into North Carolina is expected to be the hardest hit area and will face the highest risk for extended power outages. North of this icy corridor, at least 6 inches of snow is expected from east central New Mexico through Kansas, into the Tennessee and Ohio valleys, and into much of the Northeast, and 12 to 18 inches of snow is likely from the West Virginia and Maryland panhandles through a good chunk of Pennsylvania and into southern parts of New England, and eventually into Boston. So to prepare for the worst, have batteries and bottled water on hand. Make sure your cell phone is charged, as well as food that doesn't require cooking. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson. Your next update is coming soon on Walmart and Sam's Club Radio.
Okay, that plays every half hour since earlier today. And then they also play every half hour at the 15-minute mark, this one, in Spanish and English.
Un botiquín de primeros auxilios, alimentos no perecederos y agua. Tener todo esto a la mano te dará tranquilidad cuando lleguen las tormentas. Mantente informado con un radio meteorológico de baterías o aplicaciones confiables en tu teléfono móvil.
Okay.
Estas te brindarán alertas y actualizaciones en tiempo real. Protege a tu familia con lo básico como zapatos resistentes y cascos si es necesario. Y no olviden hacer un plan familiar. Hablen sobre a dónde ir, cómo comunicarse y dónde encontrarse si llegan a separarse. Recuerda, la preparación se trata de confianza, no de preocupación. Y con estos sencillos pasos estarás listo para lo que venga. En Walmart estamos orgullosos de acompañarte para mantener a tu familia segura.
At Walmart, we understand that
Somebody needs to get out and crowdsourcing rules, if you can, to the Hispanic community, not to buy those helmets if they're advertising them, because and to be careful, because they're gonna don't buy those helmets.
weather can change quickly, and being ready makes all the difference. Staying safe starts with a little preparation. Keep a simple emergency.
This guy's gay, and the weather guy he's very close, but he's gay also. This one is gay,
Kit
period.
stocked with essentials: flashlights, extra batteries, first aid kit, non-perishable food, and clean water. Having these on hand gives you peace of mind when the storm rolls in. Stay connected with the latest updates by using a battery-powered weather radio or trusted weather apps on your phone. They'll keep you informed of any alerts in real time. Protect yourself and your family with basics, which might include sturdy shoes and helmets. And don't forget to make a family plan. Talk through where you'll go, how you'll connect, and where you'll meet if you're separated. Preparedness is about confidence, not worry. With a few easy steps, you'll be ready for whatever comes your way. Walmart is proud to stand with you in keeping your family safe.
So, what does not fit? Everything was fine, a little bit overdone with buying all this extra stuff you don't need. If you're an emergency person like Kelly, you are, get all that stuff. But the thing that does not stand up is the helmets. Like, come on, what the fuck? Like, just for walking outside is what they're suggesting. Just for walking outside, they want the kids to have helmets. Okay, bye. This is already going to be too long. Godspeed to everybody coming out the other side in one piece. P-E-A-C-E and P-I-E-C. Bye.